All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. Very first case review for the iPhone 17 Pro Max to kick off iPhone season. And I had to start it with one of the cases that I just keep coming back to. Now, you already know, man, in my little area over here, you can probably see it in the other camera angle. I have tons of cases already for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This past weekend, I was trying so many on, but I just kept coming back to this one. You guys have seen it in a couple of my iPhone Air videos. And a lot of you have been asking, T, when are we going to see that synthesis video for the Frosted for the 17 Pro Max, man? So here it is. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna let you know right now, all right? I know it's very early. I don't have all the cases for the 17 series, but this one is gonna find itself, if it keeps doing the way it's doing, it's gonna find itself very high when we're talking about my top 10 cases. So let's go ahead and jump in. The Caudabe Synthesis in the all new Frosted, all right? Now, we first seen this, let me give you a little bit of history, okay? We first seen this with the S25 Ultra. Well, not first saw it. We first seen this Frosted Synthesis back with the iPhone 10R. And if I still have that footage, I'll throw it right here in the video. They used to have Frosted back in the day, even the translucent black colorway, and they got away from that, and we did not see it again all the way into the S25 series. Now, when it came out with the S25, I said, wait a minute, man, we're gonna need this for that iPhone 17. I don't want to hear nothing because we got this for the Samsung. We iPhone. We need to jump this for the iPhone, man. And here we go with the 17 Pro Max. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it. So as you see, it has a very nice frost when looking at it, all right? Very, very nice frost looking. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the frost. Now, there's different levels when it comes to frost backing. You can have frost that's kind of on the more of a smooth texture when you're thinking about your Phone Rebel or you're thinking about your Spigen Frosted. Some cases like that give you a little bit more of a smooth frost. This frost, and I talked to them about this is giving that perfect blend of frost texture as well as being smooth. And the reason why it has a little bit more texture than the other ones are they were trying to find that perfect balance of not being too frosted to where it kind of just mute the color of whatever phone you're using. You know, we definitely like that cosmic orange. I got this orange on like I have the cosmic orange, but we know we don't want that to be muted. So they found the perfect balance of frost that isn't going to show any premature marks or scratches, because you know that can happen when it comes to a frost case, but at the same time, you can still enjoy the color of your actual device. And I feel like Caudabe literally did the perfect blend, the perfect mixture of frost on it. So this frost feels very good. It's not very slippery, and it has a little bit of texture. Not saying it's going to be super grippy, but I feel like it has just a tinge bit of texture to be good enough for you when you're talking about holding the device. Now, when you're talking about the synthesis, this is going to be a polycarbonate frame and a very stiff frame that goes all the way around because this fit is tight. And yeah, you see those MagSafe magnets because they're going to have the new MagSafe design with the Apple logo going to be right here in the middle. Of course, they're going to have the big cutout for your camera plateau. And the thing that I love about the synthesis is going to have those, I think what they said, about 300 micro dots going around on both sides to really help with that grip. Now, in my opinion, that grip isn't too textured. It's not rough on your hands. These little grips feel just good enough to really keep a good grip on your Pro Max or Pro, because guess what? These devices are not small. Of course, you're going to see that camera control button, which Caudabe has a very nice camera control button, which doesn't pop out. It is embedded in there. And in this configuration, I actually swapped my buttons out to the silver buttons, which these are swappable. Of course, it's going to come with the factory black buttons, but you can order a button kit, swap it out. The good thing about Caudabe this year is all the buttons are compatible. I know before you had to order them for certain cases. This year, they're all compatible. So I feel like this combo was just a fresh looking combo with the silver buttons, definitely paired with that silver 17 Pro Max. And cutouts on the bottom, as you can see, are nice, and you get a subtle little Caudabe logo right down there. So let's go ahead and bring over the scale. And let's see how much this bad boy weighs. Welcome back, scale. It's been a while. We haven't measured any cases in a while, but we back. So let's go ahead and drop it. Let me go ahead and tear it. Let's go ahead and drop it down on the scale. We are looking at 49 grams just for the synthesis for the 17 Pro Max. Now, let's go ahead and bring the silver. Man, this silver, sometimes I keep thinking about going to orange, but I'm like, man, this silver just goes with all of the accessories, man. So you let me know in the comment section down below, man, what color 17 Pro Max you rocking with. But let's just go ahead and pop this in real quick, and let's get that. Did you hear that slap? That may have been the most abusive slap that we've had on a case in a good little while. Let's go ahead and drop this down on the actual scale now. 17 Pro Max paired with the Caudabe Synthesis 299 grams. Okay, so this case really isn't super duper light, but in my opinion, it's not that heavy as well. But let's just take a look at it on how this looks with that frosted. Now I know it's gonna look fire also with that cosmic orange, just because of the way that orange pops when it comes to colors. But this, in my opinion, also looks very, very good. So just kind of looking around too when it comes to the actual buttons and that the silver. I feel like this is just a fire combination. Of course, you can kind of switch it up to get something a little bit more color if you want. But I love this kind of monotone look with the silver and the black and the white. I feel like this just looks absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and go around it, and let's first talk about the lay on the table protection. Now, one thing that I love about the Synthesis that I think a lot of people overlook is the Synthesis has a nice little lip that goes around. So when you're talking about dropping it down, I think it has a decent lip to where you drop it. You know, this thing is rated up to 15 feet of drop protection, but I feel like that lip is good enough, and you feel that lip going around it, that you would definitely be good when you were talking about everyday drops, because you can feel that lip that goes all the way around it. You can feel that little ridge there. Now, how does this case fit on the phone? Well, before we talk about that, let's go ahead and look at that camera plateau. And you already know, man, all of your camera lenses are going to be slightly recessed in there. And of course, you won't have to worry about the rocking. The rocking is solved for all of my people who likes to do the rock test. I don't know why that's a thing, but it does not rock, as you can see right here. Now, how does this case fit? Because that is the thing that's just the Synthesis just knows how to do a tight fitting case. And going all around, I know some of you guys gonna be like, oh, you're shilling for Caudabe, blah, blah, blah. The proof is in the case. Get the case and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, as you go around, you're gonna get a little pull here, but you have to really pull it. This is definitely a firm area. Coming down the bottom, you're getting no pull at all. When it comes to the top and the bottom, very stiff when it comes to the top. Down here on the bottom, you'll get a little pull, but I'm really pulling. If you can look at the blood in my fingers, as I always say, but just casually doing like this, nothing is going to pull apart. We are talking about a very, very stiff fit all around. Let's go around. Let's do that's one snap, two snap, three snap. It's kind of hard to do the bottoms. Four snap. This thing snaps all the way around, reassuring a very tight fit when it comes to the Synthesis. So I have no problems at all. A1 fit, and the Synthesis has always fit amazingly well, and this is no different when it comes to the 17 Pro Max. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at these buttons. Up close, your volume up and down. I mean, the buttons are just spot on. I mean, nice and tactile. Action button, power button. Very nice and tactile when it comes to the buttons, no issue. Once again, these are standalone buttons. You can pop these out and swap them out to some color that you may want to kind of make your case pop. If you want to do blue, red, green, whatever you want, you can make it pop. And especially if you have that orange color, you can make the buttons pop with orange as well. Just, you can do some customization, and I love that when it comes to this. Now, also, camera control. All right, they have a very nice camera control button. The dents, the little grips kind of smooth out as it gets to the camera control. But as we're talking about the button, let me go ahead and press it. And the camera control button is very fluid, okay? No issues at all. If you're somebody out there who uses camera control, and if you want the Synthesis, you do not have to worry about the performance of the camera control button, because that works just fine. Now, how this case feels in hand, when you have this case in hand, and I know the 17 Pro Max is a little bit bulky. She is a chunky, you know what. But as you hold this in your hand, it definitely feels good. You definitely can tell that you have a case up here. I don't think it's too thick, but it does make this overall package just feel very solid and substantial in your hand when you're holding it. I think it feels good. It's not too bulky, and those grips really allow this phone and case combo to fit in your hand perfectly and not do a bunch of slipping around, or it doesn't feel kind of harsh on your skin. Listen, if you think this feels harsh on your skin, then you need to go lift some weights, get some calluses on your fingers, because I don't know what's wrong, all right? Just man up a little bit. It's not that harsh. I know some of you are like, oh, it's too harsh. Hey, look, man, have you ever lifted a weight and had some calluses on your hands? You might want to do that. But grip feels good. Everything feels good. It does bulk it up just a tad bit, but in my opinion, nothing out of the ordinary. In any case that has this level of protection will do just fine. Now, let's go ahead and bring it over to the MagSafe test. Let's go ahead and bring our MagSafe. Now, I'm not sure this year how the test is going to go with this little camera plateau. We might have to find another solution, but I think I got a machine that's going to be able to test MagSafe strength. All right, we got to go past this old technology right here. Look, I know this is old Technically T's way of getting it done, but y'all let me know what kind of apparatus I can come out with to test this MagSafe strength. But as you see, we can put it on it. Of course, I'm going to work for a while, you know, MagSafe charging. And when we're talking about picking up my base, you know, this is my scientific test to let you know if we have a strong MagSafe magnet. As you can see, it does pick up this base. And if you're new to the channel, this base has some weight to it. All right. So these magnets have always been strong on the Synthesis. No difference as it comes for the 17 Pro Max. And just testing a few MagSafe accessories. If you're a person out there who uses a MagSafe wallet, it's going to work just fine. As you can see that it does snap into place. And this is going to be a MagSafe wallet. And I'm kind of simulating this. If you're taking this in and out of your jeans, will your MagSafe wallet do a little bit of dancing and moving around? It can, but it's going to have to take a lot of pressure to kind of get this. I'm kind of raking across this pretty strong, but any other motion, I mean, you can see that magnet is keeping this wallet locked in. You can kind of, you can shake it. I'm not going to too crazy of a shake test, but that magnet and this wallet paired together is up there pretty good. And of course, when it comes to the MagSafe battery pack, it's going to work just fine, as you see there. Once again, the shake test, I'm going to have to, I can't shake too fast because my setup is different. My wall is there, and I will literally tear a hole in the wall. But as you can see, that was some pretty good pressure when we talking about to get this thing to fly off. You see what I'm saying? So the MagSafe accessories is pretty good. The MagSafe is strong when it comes to this case. Listen, man, the Caudabe Synthesis to me just checks all the buttons when it comes to a case. The Frosted Synthesis, you can show off the color of your phone. You can have a very nice Frosted, and I've been using this for, really majority of the time since I've had it, and I've not seen any premature scratches, and I have not been babying it either. And I mean, tight fit, nice buttons, customizable buttons, grips on the side, strong MagSafe magnets. I mean, what more do you truly want in the case when it comes to the Caudabe Synthesis? I absolutely love it. And if you're not a person of Frosted, which I don't know why, man, Frosted is just absolutely fire, you can also go out there and get the old plain Jane. All right, you can go get the OG, just a simple black Synthesis, if that's something that you want to rock as well. So go ahead and grab these on the website. You guys always ask me, no, they're not on Amazon. You got to go directly to Caudabe's website. This case is going to be $50, but of course I have a discount code, which is going to be TechT15. That's going to be able to take 15% off that order. All right. It's going to bring this case down to $42. And what you're getting for $42, in my opinion, is just absolutely amazing. You don't have to overspend for cases to get a great case, because that's what the Synthesis is. This is a great case. So hit the link down below. Make sure you use that discount code. If I'm not mistaken, these are shipping right now as we speak, available for the Pro Max and the Pro Series. So go out there and get it. Caudabe Synthesis. You might see this in some other videos, man, because I really, really enjoy this case. But get subbed up. We hitting you. This is just the start of all the accessories for the 17 Pro Max, man. Get subbed up, and we got some more commentary definitely coming when it comes to this Pro Max and that iPhone Air.